I sent the book to Adrian Kohler of Handspring Puppets and said, why don't we make that the story that we tell with puppets? At that point, I had to go to Nick Heitner of the National Theatre and say, I've got an idea. In our great big theatre, the Olivier Theatre, let's make a show which is an epic story, a love story about a boy and a horse in the First World War, and the central character will be a horse, it'll be a puppet, and it won't speak. At that point, any sensible man running any sensible theatre would have said, go back to your office and have a sensible idea. But Nick Heitner didn't do that. He said, why don't you go to the National Theatre Studio, which is a kind of crazy laboratory where impossible ideas are able to be tried out in the certain knowledge that when they fail, no one need ever hear a word about it. And he sent me there asked me to invite a team, and I invited some of the crazy experimental artists from the Bastille Art Centre, people like Toby Sedgwick, the movement director, to come in and play, and Basil and Adrian, of course, from Handspring Puppets. And they played around with some bits of cardboard and some bits of rope and some actors pretending they were horses. And we gradually, very gradually, started to believe that this show might work. And Adrian put on his head a cardboard horse and ran around the Olivier stage and asked me to film it on a little camera because my phone didn't have a camera on, and looked at it and said, yes, I think that can work. And very slowly in the National Theatre Studio we developed it. Pure experiment, only possible with subsidy. And eventually, after 2 years, not solid, but on and off, developing this idea, experimenting with it, so that Adrian actually built a full-size prototype horse for a workshop, didn't like it and threw it away, and then built another one, which is the one that you're going to see today, and you'll see if you see the show. After 2 years, we ended up opening the show at the National Theatre, still thinking it was just a crazy experiment. And that is how this creature, which you're about to see, are you ready in the wings, lads? Was built. So now please welcome to the stage, Joey the horse. He's a bit agitated, so I'm going to try and calm him down.